Welcome again to the fourth day of the festival here of our Extreme Multigliss Festival, and this time I have two really very nice guests with me. I have, it's true, why are you laughing? I have Ibaya and Daida Ruano Moreno from the Canary Islands, the most successful wave riding girls on the planet. Okay, so maybe you introduce yourself
Thanks.
and you tell me how many titles you have, because then I get really confused. So,
I'm Ibaya Ruano Moreno and she's Daida, and we're both 24 times windsurfing world champions, but actually she's 18 times and I'm 6 times world champion.
okay, but is it a little bit like you sailed so many times against each other? Is that you hate it, or you really are used to it now?
No, I'm used to it. I'm really happy to be in the final every time I'm with Daida, because that's the heat that we sail the best, and we're more relaxed, and yeah, we push each other, and it's really cool. I think to have a sister and a twin sister with you in a final of a world tour, so that's amazing for me.
Okay, so this year we have in the calendar also Crozon, which is really nice, Crozon Morga. Let's hope, let's really cross fingers the conditions will come, because that will make things easier for you. Because with this event, maybe if you do really well, you don't have to go to Maui, maybe.
Yeah, our plan is just to go out and have fun and enjoy the conditions, especially here in France, in Crozon. It's our first time, as you said, and we're really looking forward for some sailing, some action, even if the wind is coming from a starboard tack. We don't care. We just want to go enjoying the water and the waves. We've seen the places around and the spots, and they're really beautiful, so we are looking forward for this. And after, if we can secure our first and second place, either way will be just a lot of fun and grateful. And we'll see if we can go to Hawaii or not. It depends on our budget.
So who has a better season at the moment from you two?
But bad season?
Best,
Ah,
best.
for now, I won the two events at the Canaries, and Ibaya got second. It was really close hit, so at the end, it doesn't matter. If I got second in 2012, I got second, and I was really happy for Ibaya. So I'm just trying to enjoy the conditions, and so far we didn't have any wind in silt, so it got really unlucky. And here, for now, it's the fourth day and no wind, but we have still 3 more days to go, and we're praying for some wind.
Ibaya, listen, also before I was looking at one of your videos, and you and your sister really pushed in the last years the level of wave sailing. I mean, you are doing stuff that normally only the men are doing. One-handed back loops, huge back loops, big forward loops, huge rides, and really big hitting the lips. And so how come how come you're pushing so hard to get up there?
I mean, it's a fun sport, and we always loved to do sports since really young, and pushing the limits always, and trying to get better every day. And I think with windsurfing it's the same. I mean, since we're 17 years old, we started windsurfing, and until today we are learning every day in the water. So I mean, it's the fun part of the sport, like to push yourself, see how you improve, and have fun in the water.
Daida, did you ever, you or your sister, I mean, I ask you first, did you have ever get bad injuries windsurfing?
I had a really bad injury in 2013. I was 5 months off the water, but before that, I had the worst injury of my life. So I'm just happy that so far it's been a safe sport for me, and so I'm really grateful that it can stay that way.
What about you, Baya? Also, you had a few injuries, or are you
Yeah, I
okay?
mean, and for sure. This summer in Poznan and Tenerife, I had my ankle, and then Tenerife my knee. So You always go through injuries, but I mean, I've been lucky. I didn't miss that many events, only a few during my whole career, so that's
So,
all right.
so that's the other part when you push so hard like you guys do, because you really go hard, eh?
Yeah, you have to. If you go hard, you're gonna crash hard as well. But I have a good physio at home, so I'm always.
I know.
Dida just finished this year physiotherapy degree in university, so I mean it's
Ye-
perfect.
Yeah, I talked to her, and she told me she's gonna even go more than that. She's gonna make 2 more years to be osteopath. Exactly. I just went to one here, so she's gonna help you more and more, huh?
Even better. Go like this.
Yeah, listen, Daida, I know that it's in general, even for the man, it's not easy to find sponsors. You had some solid sponsors for years. You really have been now solid with Severn and Starboard for years. You got a new sponsor, Anfi. So how difficult is it to find somebody supporting you?
Well, it's really difficult in this world of windsurfing in general. The sport, I think, is missing a little bit of TV action. We need to be on the TV station and big TV stations so we can get a better support outside of the industry. And inside the industry, we're really happy with the Starboard and Severn, and we've been with them for many years. So we really hope to stay with them many more years. And we're just hoping to get the best equipment for going sailing the best. And I don't know, it's just a matter of being more often on TV and trying to do a good marketing of yourself and good results, so the sponsors will come sooner or later and the industry will sell more equipment. I don't know, it's just a bit of a catch-22.
Okay, Ibaya, listen, because she said, yeah, many more years. How many years have you thought you want to continue maybe to do the tour or even windsurfing? I think windsurfing probably forever. You're like me. Once you
Yeah.
get the virus, you never get it away. But what about competition? I mean, how long do you think you will have the motivation to do it? Or have you thought about it? Or you say, I just let it come like it comes?
Yeah, I think we've been taking year by year, and at the moment we're very grateful to get Amphi as a sponsor. They're a great team, and I think they're supporting really good a lot of athletes in Spain, and especially Alberto Contador, the cycling, David Silva, and Daida and I. And with them, I think if we keep continue the sponsorship, we will keep doing the tour for many more years. So we're really motivated, training every day. So I think the state of mind is there and motivation, and that's the most important thing.
But listen, Daida, what is, I mean, Ibaya told me you actually did really a lot of things together with Alberto already, and he's a really nice guy. What does he thinks about you girls windsurfing, and she even told me that he wants to learn windsurfing, Alberto?
Yeah, this Alberto is such a nice man. I mean, his spirit is there. He's a really big fighter of life as well, and he just met us last year, and he's coming this winter again to Gran Canaria, and we're gonna do some exchange sports. So he's gonna do some windsurfing, and we're gonna do some cycling with him, and hopefully it will be a fun experience with him, and we'll introduce him into the sport.
Okay, Ibaya, personal question. But are you planning, I don't know, to do a family, or you also that you say we let it go how it comes, or the windsurfing is always the first priority?
Well, at the moment, it's the first priority is the sports, and the rest will come along. I haven't planned anything, so let's live day by day, and the future will see what happens. At the moment, I have a cat, and that's good.
And you love your cat.
I love my cat.
Okay, that's great. So plans for this year, if the event happens, for sure you will see then if you go to Maui. Maui is still open.
Yeah, I think we're pretty sure we're coming to Maui, and for me it's a special event because I won last year this event and in 2005, and yeah, it's a dream for me to win there, and I love riding the waves there, and yeah, for sure it'll be a fun event.
Listen, then, Daida, I have another question. I know you are, I mean, you are twins. You look very much alike, but you're two total, completely different persons. but still, is it true what they say about twins that you really have always this feeling that you really like to stay together? I mean, is she your best friend also beside your sister and the other way around?
Yeah, for sure. We care about each other, and even though we don't live together, and we're always in touch, in contact every single day, and it just there is always something there that we cannot explain, and things that we do together, or we dress up the same, or it's like what's going on? It's just things that are there, but it's cannot be explained.
There's a link. There will always be. Obviously, that's like that. Okay, listen. It was really, really nice to talk to both of you, and I really, really wish that because we need girls like you in windsurfing to motivate. Beside the other girls, I think you also motivate a lot of guys because you're so good that they get motivated. So I hope I will have some more interviews in the future. And I wish you really successful end of the year and then next year again. So thanks, Aida. Thanks, Ibaya.
Thank you.
You're really two great sailors. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. And the next guest we will have will be Sarakito Fringa. Okay, I'm here with Sarakito Fringa. I mean, who is knows a little bit about windsurfing knows Sarakito Fringa, but I will still introduce her. Sarakita is from Aruba. She is 24. Right, okay. And she's probably the most complete sailor that we have, woman sailor in windsurfing because she is freestyle world champion, multiple. How many times?
8 freestyle world titles.
8 freestyle world titles, 1 slalom world title, and this year third overall in waves. So, Sarakita, we talked a little bit about it before. For you, it's just about windsurfing. You just love the sport, and that's why for you it comes so easy to do everything. Is that let's say the secret?
Yeah, that's definitely part of it. I started windsurfing when I was 9 years old, so I grew up with windsurfing. It only meant fun to me. I always had a good time on the water, and that's I still have this feeling when I go windsurfing. It's just that in Aruba I started out freestyling and slaloming a lot, and now that I'm traveling, I also get the chance to go wave sailing and everything. So yeah, like my love for the sport just grew more as I'm trying more disciplines, and that's why I'm doing all of it now.
So when you started off in Aruba, I mean, I know your brother's also a very competitive freestyle sailor. Was there a real windsurf community to involve you, or how did it work, or was it your parents or somebody else who really gave you this first kick to have the motivation to go?
Yeah, that was the good thing in Aruba. There was a kids group every Saturday. So then you would go to the beach from 2 till 4, and then yeah, there was one teacher, but then you would learn in a group, and that was always really fun. We did some trips to other islands like to Bonaire for competitions and stuff. So every time we would go to the beach in Aruba, we would train so we would compete good in Bonaire. Um, my parents are not windsurfers. They just decided to send my brother and me to the beach and say, just try the sport. Luckily, we were good at it, and very soon we fell in love with the sport. So yeah, 14 years now, just windsurfing.
So Sarakita, you remember your first competition?
My first competition was in Bonaire, the Bonaire Regatta 2001. Or do you mean professional?
Yeah, let's say as a professional, when you really started to say, okay, now I'm gonna go on the PWA tour and the first event, maybe the first big event really for
Well,
you.
well, maybe I should start in 2002. This was King of the Caribbean in Bonaire. I was still in the amateur division, but I saw the PWA, and this was 2002, and that's when I said, you know what, I would like to do this as well. Then the year after, I was just 12 years old, and I was actually too young, but they said, you know what, give her a try, give her a chance. So I competed at 12 years old in freestyle, and I finished fifth in Bonaire. And then the year after in Canary Islands in 2014, I finished third, and since then I've been doing the tour. So yeah, it's been about 10, 11 years now that I did my first competition. 12.
Listen, when we see you windsurfing, it sometimes looks like you're fearless. I mean, even now this year, you really progressed a lot. And you remember in Gran Canaria, you actually
Yes.
learned to do the push loop during the heats. You were progressing and progressing. So where do you find all this motivation to go bigger and bigger? And are you not scared to hurt yourself eventually?
To be honest, it's actually the first time that I'm actually thinking about getting hurt. Because last year in New Caledonia, I had a big crash with slalom.
Oh, we all saw that.
It
That
was a
was huge. You did a catapult, like
yeah.
a spray that was like 20 meters high, and there we all were worried about you because it really looked bad, really
Yeah,
bad.
with my legs, I pretty much touched my head, and I overextended my back, and that's the first really painful and bad crash I had in windsurfing. So honestly, since then, I've been thinking a lot about getting hurt. But I guess when I'm competing, I kind of like switch that off, and I'm just focused on what I want to achieve. So yeah, in Gran Canaria, I was kind of scared, but when the flag is up, I just go, and yeah, I landed that push loop.
And it works out because you have third position at the moment in wave sailing. So are you? I mean, for sure, it must be a motivation. You also aim to be one day wave world champion.
I mean, I'm a competitor. I also want to be number one, and I know what it's like to be there. But yeah, seeing the Moreno twins, I also know that it's gonna take a lot of practice, a lot of perseverance to get to that point as well. And I mean, it's just a compliment to them. They're really that good, and for me, it's just I aspire to get to that level and higher, like altogether get to a higher level as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be training to hopefully finish on the second or first position someday in waves.
Okay, I saw in Alachati that was the last slalom World Cup for you. The level was very high at the beginning. You started off a little slow, and then at the
Yeah.
end you could make it. But let's say in slalom, I think it's very balanced. But how does it make you feel that in freestyle you're really dominating? I mean, we have to say that. I mean, why is that? That in slalom, let's say the level is quite close, but in freestyle you're really high up there.
Um, but I don't know exactly what to say to that. In freestyling, yeah, it's just my favorite discipline. It's what I've been doing the longest.
It comes really natural to you, looks like the
Yeah,
freestyling.
yeah. For me, like windsurfing. If I think of windsurfing, it's freestyling for me. Like I prefer to go onto my freestyle board, and I've started since I was 9. Yeah, I've been on top, but the girls are really pushing, and I'm sure you know Maaike Huverman from Holland and Oda Johan. I think really soon they'll be very close. I can already feel the heat, you know, and I think that's the motivation as well to just keep on doing my best. In slalom, the level is just good, and it's just yeah, you just have to keep up with everybody.
Tell us something about your studies, because I mean, that's people only think you only windsurfing, but you also
Yeah.
cultured. You study. I know you spent a lot of time in Holland studying. What did you study then, and what you want to be one day? I mean, what would be your work you're
Yeah.
aiming to?
Yeah, I think it's not just me. I think it's a whole lot of yeah, girls and guys on tour that they also spend time studying. Not a lot of people know that. I studied in Utrecht and I did science and innovation management from 2010 till April 2014. So I did spend a lot of time there. Um, I can become it's in the science it's in the in the environmental sciences department. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. Right now, I'm just fully focused on windsurfing. But the plan is to start a master next year as well, because I think it's important to balance studying and physical activity as well. So
And did you make ever a windsurfing plan, in the sense? Have you thought how long Sarah Kito Finger will be competing, or you cannot say that? Or you also, like a Moreno twin said, we take it year by year, or do you have a 5 year plan, or what do you think? I mean, how long do you think the motivation will be there, and or the sponsors be there? I don't know on
yeah,
what
that's
on what it
sponsors.
depends.
Uh, you know, honestly, I never really thought about it that much until now. It's always been a really big hobby that paid itself back. Since I finished my studies and since I've studied, I realized that I really want to travel and that I really enjoy windsurfing. So that's what I'm doing now. And like you said, I'm probably going to take it year by year. And I enjoy competing. The moment I don't enjoy competing anymore, I'm going to stop that. But I think the traveling and the windsurfing around the world, that's going to stay for a while.
Okay, because you are, I mean, such a open person. What message would you give to all the girls out there that are windsurfing? Just, I mean, to continue to progress, let's say, to have fun.
Yeah, I think for for the girls and anybody out there that's practicing windsurfing, I know it's a very challenging sport, but it's also a very rewarding sport. Like the effort you put into it, you get back. So you will crash 1,000 times, but crash 1,000 times, and the 1,001st time you will land what you've been practicing. And that the moment you get that move you've been practicing, the feeling is indescribable.
You
So
get rewarded for all the crashes you did.
yeah, 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 it's just a beautiful sport.
Okay, Saraki, that was a great pleasure to have you here with
Thank
us.
you.
Really, it's always nice to talk to you. And just tell us quickly how you're going to end the year, and you're going to go to Maui.
Yeah, I this is my seventh competition of this year. I still have to go to Maui for waves, and the last slalom event in New Caledonia.
Okay, so you'll
So
still be busy, and then you can. And where will you spend the winter to relax?
the winter, I'm probably going home soon, to maybe 2 3 weeks, and then I would like to go to Cape Town because I need to practice my wave sailing.
Oh, there we go. Good job. Okay, so Akita, we wish you really all the best for the end of the season and next season. Thank you so much for
Thank
talking with
you.
us. Okay, and next on deck will be our weather expert from the PWA, Frankie Rouget. Here I am with, now I call him the PWA weatherman. Frankie, yeah, today, unfortunately, we all got up very early in the morning. And the wind actually today was there, because we can see in the back there's still people going. It's been windy almost the whole day, but flat. So how do you see the next couple of days, Frankie?
Yeah, today was actually pretty good in terms of direction and strength for pure wave sailing. Unfortunately, the waves were missing. It was pretty flat, so we had to postpone today. There was nothing, and tomorrow morning, unfortunately, there won't be any more waves. So the plan is to use a jet ski to tow the riders and do some expression session here in Morgat.
I saw that there are some realistic chances, let's say maybe from Wednesday evening to Thursday. Looks like I think they say 1.6 meters with a 10 period, which could be okay. But then on the other end, I think we have the problem with the winds. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, on the long term, like in 2 3 days, actually, yeah, the swell is going to pick up. But as long together with the swell picking up, the wind is going to increase. So there could be a short window, maybe to run the wave contest of the ladies, which needs more time. We'll see.
Okay, so well, okay, but as we said, we have to take it day by day. Forecast can change. That's probably the message. And tomorrow we will have you again for hopefully a better update.
Yeah, but tomorrow the towing will be a great show anyway.
Okay, so tomorrow we will tell you more about the towing. So thank you, Frankie Rouget, and my next guest is Alice Arouca. Okay, alors je suis avec Alice Arouca. I'm with Alice Arouca. I have to conduct the interview in French and then translate, because Alice prefers to speak French, like most of the French. Hein?
Je peux faire les deux.
Ouais, ça va. Alors, Alice, bon, on a parlé malheureusement beaucoup de jours de ça. Encore les conditions ne sont pas là. Comment tu passes la journée quand les journées se tirent en long comme ça?
Ah bah il y a plein de choses à faire, hein. On est en Bretagne, il y a beaucoup de choses organisées, des séances de dédicaces pour tous les supporters français. On présente les teams, bah, on a l'occasion d'être tous là et de pouvoir discuter avec le public de notre matos, de notre saison, de plein de choses. C'est important parce qu'on n'a pas toujours le temps de le faire, et là c'est en France, donc moi et les Français particulièrement. Et puis on donne des conseils, on fait des petites séances de dédicaces. Enfin bon, on s'occupe comme on peut, quoi.
Yeah, I asked Alice how she spends the day when in days there's no wind, and she said like today we did autograph sessions. They have team presentations on the stage. They stay hang around with the people, and so the day eventually at the end goes over. Alice, t'es une des windsurfeuses avec plus de succès des dernières années. T'as 9 titres français. Combien de titres mondiaux qu'est-ce que...
J'ai été championne du monde jeune en slalom et en vague, et championne du monde IFCA en slalom, et troisième
Voilà.
mondiale l'année dernière en
Voilà, super. So you're very successful, Alice, in you were junior slalom and wave champion, and 9 French titles, and third last year in the waves. So how do you plan to continue the next 3 years? Comment tu penses que tu vas continuer dans les prochaines années? C'est quoi? Comment tu vois ton futur?
Ah bah là ça fait 2 ans que je me consacre à la vague, donc ce que j'ai envie c'est d'essayer de continuer à faire des belles performances sur les épreuves, et essayer de refaire un podium, et puis éventuellement dans quelques années un titre mondial, j'aimerais beaucoup. Et quand il y a des championnats de France, j'aimerais beaucoup les gagner, surtout quand c'est en France. Et puis après, comme la vague c'est une belle discipline qu'on peut faire un peu partout, j'aimerais bien faire des trips dans plusieurs endroits du monde, découvrir des spots et les faire partager aux gens.
Okay, Alice said she prefers to focus on waves. She obviously would like to continue to perform very well in the World Cup in waves, probably get world champion and try to get world champion. Then obviously compete in the French competitions and win this the French competitions, and then go around and see new places and just windsurf. Et Alice, dis-nous un peu la liste, quand un jour tu arriveras à faire les compétitions comme travail, tu as quoi dans ta tête, disons? Qu'est-ce que tu penseras de faire? So what will Alice Aoki doing when she will stop windsurfing?
Déjà, j'arrêterai pas la planche à voile parce que c'est ce que j'aime et j'en ai besoin pour vivre, donc j'en ferai toute ma vie jusqu'à ce que je sois très vieille. Et non, après, j'aime beaucoup ce milieu, et j'aime aussi beaucoup, je travaille un petit peu dans la télé, je fais des petites chroniques, donc si je peux faire des vidéos et puis les vidéos de mes copains, pouvoir en parler à la télé, essayer de faire développer le sport et le sport féminin, parler beaucoup des filles, ça serait cool parce qu'on est toujours moins dans les sports extrêmes et les filles, donc j'essaierai de faire parler de ça. Et je fais pas d'études, mais en tout cas j'aime beaucoup la télé et donc certainement là-dedans si j'y arrive.
Okay, so Alice is already working with some televisions, and she would really like to continue to work with televisions and grow that and probably continue with some programs. Alice, pour la vague, il faut s'entraîner beaucoup. En hiver, tu vas où pour t'entraîner? C'est lesquelles les places préférées? So where's Alice Arucan training in the winter time to get her training for the waves?
Alors il faut s'entraîner toute l'année, oui, donc comme tous les sportifs de haut niveau, on fait un petit travail de fond, donc on doit faire un peu d'endurance, un peu de footing, un peu de muscu, tout ça, donc ça c'est la partie la moins marrante, mais après il faut aller s'entraîner l'hiver, surtout moi qui habite dans le nord de la France, il fait assez froid, donc j'aime beaucoup m'entraîner à Maui, donc là en novembre je vais à Maui, après je vais aller en Afrique du Sud et après je vais retourner à Maui. Je pense que c'est deux spots incroyables pour s'entraîner, et puis après à l'approche des épreuves à Grande Canaria, je vais là-bas pour m'entraîner parce que c'est aussi des conditions assez difficiles et voilà, c'est à peu près mon entraînement de l'année hivernale surtout.
So Ali said she will go to Maui for the competition, will stay there for a while, then come back, spend some time in South Africa, and then in the spring go back to Maui again. And then when before the Gran Canaria event, she will go a while before and start to train there. Écoute, tu as aussi un frère qui a ta même passion. Lui, il vient juste d'arriver deuxième au championnat de France de stand-up paddle. Il est très fort en stand-up paddle, aussi dans les vagues. Ça te fait du plaisir d'entraîner avec lui ou il te donne même des conseils comme ça, vous vous aidez l'un avec l'autre, avec ton frère?
Ouais, alors Arthur, il fait de la planche à voile dans les vagues et il fait du stand-up. Donc en stand-up, il est quatrième mondial en race, donc les longues distances et les technical race, beach race. Donc avec Kyle Henny, Connor Baxter, Zane. Donc là, il est actuellement quatrième. Donc ce qui est une grosse performance. On verra combien il finit à la fin. C'est bientôt. Et en vague, il fait les trials, il arrive à se qualifier dans le main event quasiment à chaque fois. Là, il a une place directement dans le main event parce que c'est une épreuve en France et je pense qu'il mérite sa place. Il a fait des bonnes performances, on a vu cette année, donc je suis fière de lui et j'ai la chance qu'il m'accompagne à Maui souvent pendant les photoshootings et dans mes trips hivernaux comme en Afrique du Sud ou aux Canaries. Donc je suis très fière de l'avoir à côté de moi parce que c'est un très bon rider.
C'est un motivateur aussi, te
ça,
motive.
ça motive, c'est hyper important quand tu pars un mois, 2 mois loin de chez toi d'avoir quelqu'un et de l'avoir lui. C'est un petit frère, je suis super contente de l'avoir avec
Très
moi, quoi.
petit, hein? Il a
Un
beaucoup
grand
poussé,
petit
hein?
frère, ouais, c'est ça.
Yeah, so Arthur Aucun, her brother, he's in the top in the world in stand-up paddle. He just got second at the French Championship, and he's also a really good wave sailor. He got a place in the main event here because his performances in the last events have been very good. So she says he's a great inspiration, motivation for me to windsurf with him. He comes with me to Maui, and we share the passion, and we motivate each other, and he's a great support. Et bon, Alice, alors là, dis-nous encore un peu ton programme, disons, d'un point de vue des compétitions ici, et puis tu vas aller à Maui, que tu aimes beaucoup comme place pour la compétition, c'est juste?
Ouais, donc là, je pars dans quelques jours à Maui pour la finale. Donc pour l'instant, je suis sixième après les 2 épreuves aux Canaries. C'était des épreuves plutôt saut, donc c'est pas ma spécialité. Donc pour l'instant, je suis sixième. J'espère remonter dans le classement avec Maui, on verra. En tout cas, l'année dernière, en arrivant à Maui, j'étais cinquième et j'ai fini sur le podium. Donc là, je suis sixième. J'espère pouvoir remonter quelques places. On verra bien. Le tout, de toute façon, c'est un endroit que j'adore. C'est que du surf en tribord. Et si on a de la chance d'avoir des belles vagues, j'aimerais faire le maximum, bien rider et on verra bien comment ça se passe. Mais c'est vraiment un endroit fabuleux et une finale là-bas, la Loa Classic, avec des grands comme Jason, Robinesh qui sont là-bas, c'est tout simplement incroyable de pouvoir naviguer là-bas.
Yeah, Liz said that she really likes to go to Maui, compete there. Last year she came there as fifth, and she did a really good performance and ended third overall. And this is what she wants to try to do again this year. She's sixth at the moment, but if she does a really, really good performance on Maui, she still can come in the top three. So for Maui, for her, is a really good place because she likes the riding a lot, and the Maui is a riding place. So she's really looking forward to go there, and we'll spend some time there. Ok, Alice, alors merci. On espère vraiment que peut-être on te verra à l'eau ici encore dans les prochains jours. On a regardé la météo. Qu'est-ce qu'il te paraît quand les vagues arrivent? Peut-être le vent va tomber, mais on ne sait jamais. On a vu l'année dernière la torche. Bon, on va te suivre et vraiment on espère qu'une Française va de nouveau faire dans les top 3 dans les vagues. Ok.
Ouais, moi je connais pas, c'est la première fois que je viens ici donc je connais pas exactement comment rentre le vent, les vagues, mais en tout cas je suis là jusqu'à la fin donc je vais rester à regarder les conditions jusqu'à la fin et puis si on a les chances de rider, eh ben je ferai le mieux et j'espère bien représenter la France et la Bretagne.
Okay, so thanks to Alissa Ruquin. We really hope that she is going to defend the French colors and climb up the rankings in Maui again. And so we really cross the fingers for her to see her in the water here as well. Et bon là alors je veux encore une fois dire qu'on a des très belles images du village de la glisse des derniers jours parce qu'on a vraiment eu des belles journées, du beau temps. Le village de la glisse ça fonctionne, on a beaucoup de gens qui viennent tous les jours pour faire les activités qu'on a et ça va être comme ça aussi les prochains jours. Et bon alors j'invite tout le monde à venir, on se voit ici demain, merci beaucoup. So I invite everybody to come back here to our village. We have a lot of action coming on every day. So thank you very much and see you tomorrow. Ciao ciao.
Salut, bienvenue à Croissant pour la PWA. Hyper contente que cette année on ait les filles. Bon, la météo elle est pas trop là pour l'instant, mais en tout cas c'est un superbe événement, super contente de venir en Bretagne pour faire ça et donc bon, on attend les conditions, hein, on verra.
I don't know, last week it's been really easy because we had good waves, so I surfed every day like for a couple hours. So right now I'm just a little bit tired and recovering, but I don't know, go for a little run, eat some nice croissant, baguette and just wait around.
Hope we can get conditions this year. The forecast doesn't look very promising. Hope something happens, there's a miracle or something because I didn't have a really good year so far and I need to have a better result, so hopefully we get some good conditions and hopefully I can do well.
Bienvenue à Crozon-Morgat. On fait un petit bilan du début d'événement ici sur l'Extreme Glisse Festival. On a eu du coup des conditions un peu capricieuses pour la vague, pour la Coupe du Monde de windsurf pour le moment. Par contre, on a eu une belle fréquentation ce week-end sur le village avec de nombreuses animations. Et puis on a eu aussi ce week-end la compétition, la Presqu'île Paddle Race, du coup organisée par Ocean Pirogue et avec par contre de très belles épreuves de stand-up paddle. Aujourd'hui, on est allé sur le spot du coup de Goulien, pensant peut-être pouvoir faire quelque chose, qu'il y avait du vent d'annoncer. Mais malheureusement, la houle n'est pas du tout au rendez-vous et on reste en stand-by.